Here at home, an active scene for much of the day after a shooting sends one to the hospital. NBC 26's Rachel Hotmeyer tells us what led to the SWAT team being called out this afternoon.
An 18-year-old was injured after a shooting Sunday afternoon on Cora Street in Green Bay.
As officers arriving on scene, they quickly located a victim who has we consider non-life-threatening injuries at this time. That victim was transported to a local hospital, and officers remained on scene looking for the people responsible for the shooting.
Green Bay police have one person in custody and took multiple witnesses in for questioning.
We have one person in custody who we believe is involved in the shooting. To what extent, we don't know yet. That's what the follow-up investigation is, and that's occurring as we speak.
Green Bay police and SWAT team officers were on the scene for over 7 hours trying to make contact with what police intel says is the suspected shooter inside the home at 801 Cora Street. Law enforcement tried using a PA system outside to make contact with the suspected shooter and eventually broke open a window and threw in non-lethal weapons to convince the suspect to leave the home peacefully. But as police tell us, this isn't the first shooting in this neighborhood we've seen this summer.
We have officers in all neighborhoods, and we have community policing officers that are designated for this area. This is pretty traumatic for this neighborhood, given the fact that the Seymour Park shooting was in June, and now we're in August, and we have, just a couple blocks away. So we know that, we take that in consideration, and as we go forward, we learn, we heal, we work with the neighborhood because we understand that this one incident causes a lot of fear.
According to his mom, the 18-year-old shooting victim is expected to make a full recovery within 6 weeks. The bullet entered his left buttocks and exited the right side of his body, but none of his reproductive organs were damaged. Reporting from Green Bay, Rachel Hotmeyer, NBC 26.
All right, thank you, Rachel. And as of right now, police are still on scene. They're calling it an active scene still. They do not have the shooter in custody, but say the public is not in any danger. They have the house surrounded.